This is the most luxurious train in Vietnam, a 7-night, 8-day, all-inclusive adventure that costs nearly $10,000 per person, and somehow they let us on it. Over the next week, we'll travel the full length of Vietnam, from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh, through ancient capitals, misty mountains, and some of the most colourful chaos we've ever seen. There will be jaw-dropping scenery, a few questionable food choices, and possibly the comfiest bed we've ever slept in on a train. Welcome to the first episode of Luxury Trains Around the World. And we're starting with a bang. This is SJourney, Vietnam. Let's go. Hanoi, a city where scooters outnumber people, traffic rules are more like polite suggestions, and crossing the road is basically an act of faith. We checked into a very humble hotel, so cheap that the door had a giant gap in it and you could hear absolutely everything from the people down the hall. But hey, it saved us some money and we were about to hop on one of the most luxurious trains in the whole world. So we were fine with it. Ludwig, as always, became our food GPS. He found this place on Google Maps that looked questionable. Not many photos, but fantastic reviews. He just kind of led me down an alleyway in the middle of a random street and it looked kind of dodgy. Trust me, he said, which are possibly the two most dangerous words in marriage. We ducked through this really long hallway with a little paper sign and it turned out to be Katsy vegan, and holy moly, the food here was insane. The tofu, the soy barbecue chicken, all of the rice, it was just so incredibly good. Easily one of the best vegetarian meals we have ever had, and the owner was so cute. He kept on bringing out so many complimentary dishes and he was the sweetest. If you ever find yourself in Hanoi, trust the dodgy looking alley. It might just change your life.
Wow, that was an absolute treat. And I think we did pretty darn good.
Ludwig's got his egg coffee. No way, that looks so cool.
That is thick, very sweet. It almost tastes like a hot chocolate with a little bit of coffee with a whisked egg on top. I approve.
That is extremely yum. Like you're sipping into raw whisked egg with sweetness on top. Yum, 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 yum. I'm gonna get this next time for sure. My friends, we're in Hanoi for one day and one day only. And we're here to do just one thing and one thing only. We're here at the train street. This is something that I've been wanting to do for so long. I'm so excited. I'm like a little kid at Christmas time right now. We're here at around 9 a.m. in the morning. The owner of this cafe did say about 10 minutes time there's going to be a train coming through. And yeah, the whole street is just lined with cafe after cafe after cafe. It's really been made for the train. The train is coming. The train is coming. Okay, now we've got the gates. They're going along. Everyone's rushing to try and get over the crossing in the last minute. Here it comes, my friends. Here it comes. What? It's actually going pretty slow. No way! Look how close it is! Oh, here comes the end of it. And immediately after the train goes past, everyone is back on the street. Look at that crowd, it's insane. Hey, so this is a little souvenir that they've given us here at the cafe. So we do get it for free, that's amazing. Basically they put a bottle cap just right there on the track, and when the train goes past, it obviously squishes it. Wow, that was very, very cool. Ludwig, how do you feel about that experience?
Delighted.
Out of all the things that people are selling, there is one thing that I do have my eye on. And it is a train street t-shirt. And you know I would wear that. What was your rule?
Well, we have 150, so if she wants to sell it to you for 150, you can have it.
At 4 o'clock sharp, our driver arrived, right on schedule, right outside our budget hotel. And suddenly we went from squeaky doors and hallway echoes to this gorgeous car with bottled water, soft seats, and aircon that felt like a spiritual experience. The streets of Hanoi were still pure chaos, but this time it felt like we were gliding through in a little bubble of calmness. We got chatting to our driver, and by chatting I mean full-blown Google translation poetry. Translator says, there are no rules, but it works. He told us that despite the madness, there aren't actually that many accidents here. Everyone just knows the dance. Whole families zooming past on scooters, kids, groceries, probably someone's dinner. It's completely crazy, but it weirdly works. When we reached the station, we were not expecting this. There were drummers, dancers, and so many smiling crew members all waiting just for us. It felt like stepping into the middle of a celebration we didn't realize we were the guests of honor for. The moment we arrived, someone handed us this icy cold tea / juice kind of thing. I still have no idea what it actually was, but it was delicious, and it came in this glass that was made of ice. Like actual ice. And then before we could even process that, they popped a traditional Vietnamese conical hat on our heads. It was literally the most over-the-top welcome we've ever had on a train. Ludwig and I just looked at each other like, what the heck have we gotten ourselves into? This felt next level, and it was only day one.
Hello, thank you. We have literally just stepped on the train. We've walked into our room, and I don't know what to say. Like, I'm speechless. I'm flabbergasted. I'm not sure what that means, but I've heard people say it before in situations like this, and I feel like this would be the perfect description of it. What is this? Is this real? Like, what? I have to take my shoes off. It's more than a full-size shower.
I would say I'm also pretty flabbergasted. I think I just need to take a slight moment to remove my champagne from my bucket that has rose petals inside of it to just settle a bit. Oh, success! I would like to welcome you guys to the very first episode of Luxury Trains Around the World, Season 1. Because yes, we are planning on doing multiple seasons annually, and I would say this is setting the bar pretty darn high. This feels like top-level extreme luxury that Ludwig and I have never experienced before in our lives.
This is most likely going to be the fanciest champagne I've ever tried. That is a champagne.
For the next 8 days, 7 nights, we're traveling north to south of Vietnam. We just learned that the reason it's called SJourney is that Vietnam is shaped like an S. We've even got a little platter of fruits and Ferrero Rochers. So I'm just going to take a moment to sit here and just kind of take it all in before dinner in a couple of hours. My first meal on board.
As dusk rolled in around 6 p.m, we were told to don our finest attire, which for me meant brushing off the train dust of one of my many $20 dresses that might look fancy if you squint, and for Ludwig, you ask, it meant pants. Never in my life did I think I'd be dining in something described as opulent, but here we go. This was our first look at the dining room for the trip, and honestly, I'm obsessed. These colors, the lights, everything looks like someone said, what if we make luxury as cheerful and colorful as possible? It's bright, pretty, and totally my vibe. Every single meal here is included as well. 4 courses every night, as well as cocktails, wine, beer, coffee, everything.
Our signature cocktail, and today I recommend you try cocktail Ngọc Cớm, and it is signature cocktail of Hanoi.
Ooh! Ooh.
Before the trip, they'd actually emailed us asking about dietary preferences and even double-checked a few days before departure. Ludwig's vegetarian and I love eating plant-based whenever I can, especially when it comes plated in 5-star glamour. So we went all in. And oh my goodness, the cocktails. Each night's drink is themed to the regions we're passing through. Tonight's came in this little woven basket, just like the ones the locals use to carry fruit to the market, except this basket was carrying my cocktail. 10 out of 10 for creativity. Also, Ludwig's virgin pina colada was served with this tiny pig holding tiny leaves, and he was way too emotionally attached to it. I was too.
Yeah.
Like jelly worms with no candy flavor.
Oh yeah, no sugar taste.
The first course arrived in this enormous white bowl that could double as a helmet if needed. It was stunning.
We start here with crunchy toasted cashews, burnt orange, and a creamy feta cheese. My. We're gonna be absolutely spoiled with this one. This is a fancy train, so we have multiple cutlery choices. We're gonna start with the outside and get a little bit of everything on there. This is only a tiny little starter that we're only just beginning with, and I can already tell this is gonna be an explosion of flavors.
Let me tell you that was the best beetroot I've had my whole life. I bet you never thought you'd hear me say that, but I just did.
2 exciting things just happened. We got served our second dish of the evening, sweet corn steamed egg custard with lemongrass and tom yum broth, which we pour over like so. Whoa. Yeah, it's like a tom yum soup, very lemongrassy, with spring onions and an eggy taste, but it's kind of like a creme brulee texture or an omelette texture. Wow. The second exciting thing just happened. We officially departed, and we're about to drive through Train Street, the place where we sat and had a coffee this morning and waved at the train. We're that train now. What a full circle day. We are just so darn close to people's apartments, looking into people's lounges, and they're sitting down watching TV. Oh my gosh. All right, we are now hearing the horn go off. I think it's to warn the people on Train Street that we're about to approach Train Street, and we have slowed down significantly. They're giving us countdowns for 30 seconds. Oh, look at these guys. What? We are so close. Wow. There are so many more people. Hello. Hi. Whoa, there's so many people. What? This is insane. Oh my gosh. Look at all these people. This is hilarious. I can't believe it. What?
So many people.
Ludwig, there are so many more people than we had this morning.
Feels like 50 people when we were there. It's a never-ending sea of people.
You just say hello to everyone while you are passing.
Hello! Oh my gosh, there's so many people.
That's hectic.
Oh, it never ends. Look, there's more.
It keeps going. Chill.
Oh wow, this is crazy. Oh my gosh, they're so close. It looks like we're gonna hit their knees.
Oh.
How are we not bumping into these people?
That just felt so illegal. Like, there's just a sea of people. That was so different to when we were there this morning. There was maybe like 150 people in that strip of train track that we were on. But this time, like, it looked like people were standing on top of each other. What a great start to this journey. And now we're gonna have dinner.
Course number 3, and this is our main course. We have charcoal grill plant-based meat, sticky rice, soft eggplant, chive lard, and ginger soy sauce. I'm loving how we always have these little separate sauces that we can put on ourselves. This looks incredible. Are you ready for a really, really cinematic soy sauce pour? It smells like sushi. Oh my gosh, that soy sauce is something else. Wow, it's so creative and so tasty, and oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to say goodbye now because I know that Ludwig's just drooling behind the camera and he wants to put the phone down and eat his own. So we'll see you at dessert. My. This is dessert. And we have warm passion fruit cake with rum ice cream. And this looks absolutely glorious. We were wondering why the heck this plant-based food is so good. We just learned that there's a special separate chef on board to cater for anyone who eats vegan or vegetarian. That is next level luxury. And Joelle just came around, our host, and said, yep, whatever your requests, we cater to it. We want everything to be perfect. It's about 9 p.m. and Ludwig is sound asleep. This is our first night on board and I can already tell we're in for an absolute treat. We found out they usually have between 30 to 40 guests on board, but on this particular journey there's only about 15 of us, which is just amazing. The attention from the crew is like incredible. This is full on luxury hotel bed. The sheets are crisp. I'm gonna join Ludwig in a blissful sleep. Good night.
Good morning from the most ridiculously perfect train breakfast I've ever seen.
We woke up this morning and went into the beautiful dining room, and I tell you, I was so darn excited that I basically matched all of the interior design in there. You've got yellow napkins, like a peachy coloured curtain, pillows, and to top it all off, we got the most beautiful colourful drinks that also matched everything. Breakfast was insane. Ludwig went for a traditional pho. Yes, basically the traditional meal here, and looks like you can get it for breakfast. I had a yummy omelette, and holy moly, they came out with this most beautiful little tray of freshly baked croissants, pain au chocolat, danishes, and bread and jam and butter and cheeses.
And look at these tiny little pan things that Ludwig's holding up. That's where the jam and butter live. I love tiny mini things, don't you? We finished with fruit and granola and just sat there grinning like, do we really get to eat like this every single day? Holy moly, we're officially living our best breakfast lives.
Let me just start by saying that was, I'm gonna go ahead and say, the most glorious sleep I've ever had on a train. Hands down the most comfy train bed we've ever experienced. And not only are we on a train, sleeping on a train, eating on a train, we also have a lot of awesome excursions along the way as well. It's more like a cruise, so you're not just going from A to B on a train. This is excursion, stopping off at different places, exploring the surroundings, meeting locals, trying local activities and local food, and that's what SJourney is all about. Really immersing yourself in the Vietnamese culture and exploring the country. Just see it for yourself.
After breakfast, we hopped onto a little bus for a day trip and were instantly greeted by the happiest humans in Vietnam. Our guides were just pure joy. Like, if sunshine became people, you physically could not smile back. On the way, they taught us something really sweet. Apparently, there are 3 questions most Vietnamese people will ask you when they first meet you. Your name, where you're from, and how old you are. Not to be nosy or rude, it's actually about respect. Age decides how they address you. Older folks become auntie or uncle, and people your age are brother or sister. I love that. It's like an instant family. You just meet someone and boom, you're promoted to a sibling. Our first stop was Hoa Lu, Vietnam's ancient capital, tucked between these giant limestone peaks that look like someone dropped Middle-earth onto a rice field. It used to be home to the Dinh and Le dynasties, which ruled back here in the 1900s. Oh, and this is where I spotted my first water buffalo. These big grey things that kind of look like hippos. Oh, absolutely adorable. 10 out of 10 would pet if invited. The temples were gorgeous, the history fascinating, and the humidity. Ludwig was absolutely loving life, by which I mean melting into a human puddle. This man, he was built for snow, not 98% humidity, but he was still having fun, I think. Next up was Trang An, and honestly, it was one of the most peaceful places we've ever been. We climbed into these tiny sampan boats, hand-rowed, totally silent except for the oars, and we just glided through jade green water for hours. At one point, I pulled out my lovely long camera stick and instantly assumed I was going fishing. No, just trying to get you guys some cool shots from above like this one. I hope you appreciate this very serious bird's eye view situation. Here are some fun facts about this area as we float through it. Trang An is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, famous for its caves, rivers, and big mountains. The rowers here can actually paddle with their feet. And it's true, we saw these guys. We weren't quick enough to catch it on camera, I don't think, unless I managed to sift something out from my footage somewhere. But honestly, it was the funniest thing. It's like a leg workout and a sightseeing tour all at once. So talented. And the caves, they get really low, like nature's version of limbo, but with bats. It's really peaceful here, super surreal, and yeah, a really nice outing on our second day. Back on the train, and as always, greeted like royalty. Every single time we hopped on board, they hand us a welcome drink and one of those icy cold little towelettes. I swear, there's nothing fancier than wiping your face with something that smells like heaven. Lunch kicked off with this rich mushroom broth. Simple, but magical. Followed by the most incredible thick-cut cauliflower steak and then a glass noodle salad situation. Finished with a lemongrass panna cotta for dessert. They go all out for every meal on this train. It's so fancy. The afternoon rolled by in the dreamiest blur. Outside, endless greenery, tiny colourful houses stacked like pastel Lego blocks, trees everywhere, and water. So much water. Rivers, ponds, rice paddies, everything shimmering in the sun. It reminded me so much of the train we took across Java, Indonesia earlier this year. The same kind of slow cinematic scenery that makes you want to press your face against the glass and just never look away. I've never seen anything quite like it anywhere else, and it just felt so special to be back in Southeast Asia, watching the world roll by once again. Well, we have just had the most relaxing afternoon, and I have basically sat myself here at this desk, working, looking at the views, and now it is time for dinner. So I've been wearing my cozy tracksuit. I think it's time to get into something a little bit fancier. I will never get sick of this setup. The dining car just glows at night like a fancy little lantern on rails. And tonight's cocktail was the most ridiculously cool thing I've ever seen. It came in this little moss-covered glass house. What? I was so excited. Tonight's dinner was a plant-based steamed soybean lasagna, taro and bamboo shoot soup, a burnt avocado bowl with rice that kind of tasted like deconstructed sushi, basically my dream scenario, and dessert, caramelized banana flambe with gelato. The mountain views just keep getting prettier and prettier through breakfast, like someone's slowly turning up the saturation on the world. And yes, the water buffalo. I was determined to capture them. It's actually really surprisingly hard to film water buffalo from a moving train, but I'm very, very proud of these zoom-ins. 10 out of 10 for camera work. Thank you very much.
We're on day 3 already. Time is flying, and we're on here for 8 days. Is this the longest train ride we've ever done? I think it is. By far. Let me tell you guys, this is the coolest way to see Vietnam. Do you know how many beautiful, like
temples and houses and bigger mountains and just rainforest everywhere. Do you also know how many cows and water buffalo we saw this morning while sitting at breakfast? My mind is blowing. And what's even cooler is that we're not just on the train, we're getting out there and experiencing some of the sights outside. And we're spending quite a lot of time off the train. And I just love that it's all organized for us. Just to have everything packaged into one tour, you don't have to worry about a thing. It's just honestly the best. And it's such a relaxation. And I love it. I love it so much. It feels like we're slowing down a little bit now. And it might be time to hop off the train. So let's just hear a quick word from the husband. See if he's having any thoughts at all.
Today we disembarked in the heart of Quang Binh, a region famous for its dramatic natural beauty. Towering limestone mountains, rivers curling through green alleys, and humidity so thick you could butter toast with it. So today we are not at the Hollywood sign. Oh no, we are at the Phong Nha-Ke sign. This is where it's at. Wow, who's ready for a boat ride? We boarded a bigger boat today. Floated down the Son River, which winds straight into Phong Nha-Ke National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that feels like a movie set. And it actually kind of is one. Parts of Kong, Skull Island, were filmed here. While we were floating along, we both had this moment where we realized this train is just honestly the best way to explore a country. You get the comfort of an incredible luxury train, but every single day you're whisked off on these amazing little adventures that are all completely organized for you. It's stress-free, it's seamless, and honestly, genius. Whoever came up with this concept deserves a raise. We learned some pretty amazing things on the way too. This whole area, Phong Nha-Ke National Park, is home to the largest cave in the world, Sun Dong Cave. Only around 100 people per year are actually allowed to go inside, and it takes roughly 4 or 5 days of hiking and caving to actually make it through. Wow.
And it's very, very exclusive. We won't be able to get a booking until about 2027. They only allow 1,000 people per year to hike into this cave. So I'm pretty sure I just found our plans for 2027. Don't you guys try and book it, because I don't want to miss out.
The cave we visited today, Phong Nha Cave, is slightly smaller but still mind-blowing. The Son River actually runs straight through it, stretching about 35 kilometers long, with roughly half of that disappearing underground into the cave system. Phong Nha Cave itself winds for about 7 to 8 kilometers, one of the longest water caves in the world. During the Vietnam War, locals used these caves as secret hospitals and hideouts, and if you listen really carefully inside, you can still hear the tiny drops of water echoing forever. It's one of those places that makes you whisper without even meaning to. Meanwhile, in peak season, this place welcomes 3,000 to 4,000 visitors per day. But since it's October, technically the rainy season, there were only a couple of hundred people around. It felt peaceful, like we had this whole mythical landscape to ourselves. The national park itself spans over 50,000 hectares of rainforest, packed with limestone cliffs, underground rivers, and more than 300 caves. It's one of the most biodiverse places in Vietnam. After the caves, we were whisked off to a 5-star resort nearby, because apparently over-the-top luxury is the theme of this entire trip. It was so fancy. They drove us from our bus to the restaurant on a buggy. The distance? Maybe 100 meters. I love the commitment to comfort. Lunch was a gorgeous family-style feast. Fresh juices, tofu, noodles, mushrooms, eggplant, soups. I can't even remember what half of it was, only that I was happy. We wandered the resort, stretched our legs, checked out the beach, and I set up the tripod for what I imagined would be a very cinematic shot of us swinging together.
So this is not what I expected when we booked a train to Vietnam, that is for sure. We're currently on the most beautiful beach at a very fancy luxurious resort. We're here in October and there's like nobody here, and our guide has told us that this is like a beautiful place to come and stay. There are so many new resorts being built and this is like an up and coming place. It feels like we're on the beach at Cancun and we're surrounded by beautiful resorts, but nobody's here. It's so quiet. It's not what I expected to be doing this afternoon on day 3. How are you feeling right now, honey, being on the beach at a resort in Vietnam?
Pretty relaxed.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Yay. We are not having dinner on the train. Instead, we're having a dinner outside in a beautiful setup here at a train station in literally the middle of nowhere.
We were making some sort of a savoury pancake, which sounded simple until it was my turn. Ludwig, the actual cook in our household, refused to volunteer. He said, "Oh, no, honey, it would be much funnier if you do it." Translation, he wanted to watch full chaos unfold. I gave it a go, and honestly, it didn't look half bad. I did not, however, eat it.
Welcome to Chloe's Vietnamese cooking school.
That night, we had the most beautiful family-style dinner outside. The crew had set up this long table right out by the train, covered in lights, and hanging above us were all of our national flags. We had Australia, New Zealand, Sweden, Germany, the Netherlands, America, and England. It was such a thoughtful little touch. Tiny details like that make everything feel so special.
Hi, can I please have the signature cocktail?
Yes, we can. I will do it right now for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers for having us, and thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you.
When the night has gone and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see. Though I won't be afraid, though I won't be afraid, there's a fire and it's there, stand by me.
And then actual fireworks lit up the sky. Nobody had any idea this was coming. It was loud, sparkly, ridiculous, and absolutely perfect. It's funny, the days have been such a blur of colour and food and new places that I don't think it's really hit me yet how special this whole thing is. We've been waking up in a new part of Vietnam every single day, eating ridiculously good food and meeting people who feel like instant friends. What I've loved most so far isn't just the luxury, it's the rhythm of it. Each day starts the same. Coffee, Ludwig pretending to be awake, a little bit of obsession over the gorgeous dining room, me trying to film everything, and then suddenly we're somewhere completely new. We hopped on a total surprise, a rickshaw ride, and I never thought I'd be zooming through the streets of Vietnam in the pouring rain, peeking out through a tiny gap in this foggy plastic sheet while a man pedals me through the traffic. It was crazy, and I was loving every second. I was just chatting to myself, giggling away, squealing, just full-blown main character energy. I wonder how Ludwig was enjoying his rickshaw ride. And it's raining, so everybody's got these like plastic things coming down to cover them. Oh my gosh, this is the funniest thing ever. I love this.
I feel like I'm freaking out way more than any of the other guests about this situation. Does anybody else love cute little tiny things like this? but that was probably my favourite experience yet on this train. Is it yours?
It's definitely up there.
Our rickshaw adventure took us to the Imperial Citadel of Hue, the ancient seat of Vietnam's emperors. It was built in the early 1800s by Emperor Gia Long, inspired by Beijing's Forbidden City. Inside are royal palaces, temples, and walls that once stretched over 6 kilometers. It's now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the rain made it look even more cinematic.
This place is absolutely massive.
So I show you on the map on the models before. That's Persistence, whereas the king office before, where he works every day.
At a mere 7 years old, is the youngest king they've ever had in Vietnam. Wow. Imagine ruling a country at 7. We have learned that 11 kings have lived here, but we're about to walk to a building where the last 2 kings lived, and it's the most modern of them all, more of a French style, and apparently it's the most grand. So now to get back to our bus, we're hopping in this very fancy electric buggy. What? How cool is that?
I don't even know where we're going at this point. I've lost count of the modes of transport. But the real highlight for us was sitting right at the back, facing the traffic behind us, just unblinking eye contact with every single motorbike driver. It's that kind of awkward where you can't look away, but you also desperately want to. 10 out of 10 would recommend for extroverts, 0 out of 10 for social anxiety.
We get umbrella. How luxurious is this? Umbrella to the bus. And as soon as you hop on the bus, bottle of water. Luxury. Luxury.
Okay, thumbs up, right? All right. So which you like the most in there? The palace with the throne or something?
The gardens.
The garden, royal garden? You walked through the royal garden, right?
All right, and just a few minutes later, we've arrived at a workshop where we're going to have our hand, or try our hand at some various crafts, such as making a paper flower and painting a, what's the hat called? I'm pretty sure it's the hats that you've seen Ludwig and I donning. I think that's what we might be painting. And we also get the opportunity to paint a kite. So I think we might have to choose what we want to do. I think I'm going to paint the hat.
Same.
Yeah, because I really want one to take home.
Eventually, our buggy to bus combo dropped us off at the sweetest little workshop.
This is so lovely. We got a hot tea. Refreshing. Oh, that tastes like really, really, really healthy green tea, maybe? Oh my gosh, look where we get to sit. This is so much fun.
First up, we got to see how incense was made. We watched a little lady and she was so gorgeous. The process looked fascinating. Bamboo sticks are rolled into a sticky paste made from wood powder and essential oils, then dipped in bright dye and left to dry in the sun. The smell alone was worth the stop. Like, the entire place smelled like a luxury hotel condensed into one room.
Here, I like we talking about we after that we can choose one activity, and after activity like the souvenir you bring home. So you have the lotus flower from paper, the honeycomb hat you painting, or the kind you painting.
I think what you did is better than
Just hold the hand, the bracelet and hold, and another hand just pull it out.
Beautiful.
And then came our favourite part, decorating our own iconic Vietnamese conical hat. We didn't make them from scratch. They're hand-woven from lotus leaves by the lovely ladies here, but we did get to paint our own designs. And yes, it looks super duper impressive, but the truth is, she actually kind of sketched it for us first. We basically did a paint by numbers. Ludwig He painted a chicken, a very serious chicken, laying a few eggs. I painted my little cat Fendus, because I missed him. I'm pretty sure that officially makes this the most wholesome travel day of all time. By the way, did I mention we're in a place called Hue? H-U-E. I have no idea if that's how you're actually meant to say it, but here you go, Hue. For lunch, we stopped at this lovely local restaurant that somehow managed to feel both very royal and very like cabin rustic at the same time. And this is where it all got really exciting, guys. We got to dress up. They made us stand right at the front like a king and queen. And honestly, I think it might suit us. Ludwig, I think I could get used to these clothes. They're very
this thing doesn't really fit my head. It doesn't.
Yeah, what? Oh. How are you finding this outfit? Is it comfortable?
Comfy but warm.
I love this. This is something I would wear on my head. This is something I would wear.
Is it?
It definitely is. We had this wonderful little performance while we ate, live music and instruments I'd never seen before, and a papaya salad that may or may not have changed my life. The food here was just wild. Teriyaki chicken, soy protein, and deep-fried breadcrumb mushrooms, and these insanely detailed carrot carvings shaped like dragon's heads. Ludwig asked if he could bite one. They said, absolutely not, purely decorative. Dessert was a lotus sweet soup, which we did not enjoy. But hey, when in Hue, try the mysterious jelly thing. We could also choose any drink when we went out to restaurants. We always tended to go for a nice fresh juice, as it was about 30 degrees Celsius-ish outside. That fresh pineapple juice definitely hit harder than anything. What a day. What a day. What I absolutely adore and what feels extremely luxurious is that every time we are welcomed back onto the train, the crew are there with nice cold towels to cool us down. Not only that, but we have a different welcome drink every single day when we're back on the train. Today it is a nice warm cinnamon something, and it tastes like the fall, like autumn, and it is beautiful. And exciting news for all of you guys who know how much I love to see the bends, the curved shots, which is my favorite thing to get on a train, is the curved shot, because I spend 99% of my time on these train journeys like this. And today that dream is going to come true. Apparently we're going through this majestic curved area, and there's going to be some great views, and we can even open the window. Joelle said I can open the window, I can put my camera out, and we can look at the curve of the train. Yay! So excited for that. How did you enjoy painting the chicken?
Thoroughly.
Back on board, the scenery just kept on changing. The perfume river, mossy pagodas, solemn mountains fading into shimmering lagoons. Joelle, our host, came over and said, "Psst, hey Chloe, best views of the trip are coming up." Say no more, Joelle. I'm there. We found a perfect little spot at the front of the train. Massive windows, golden light, full cinematic potential. I just got a signature cocktail. I'm looking out the window at amazing train curve shots. There's a train going past us. There's the coast, there's waves crashing on rocks, greenery everywhere, and to top it all off, we have been served the most delectable little platter of appetizers. We've got some little candies here, we've got spring rolls, we've got green bean rice pudding. How is this real life right now?
I have no clue what I'm eating. Whatever it is yum.
We've made it to the end of day 4, and we have only just now discovered salt coffee.
In Vietnam, they add a pinch of salt to condensed milk and pour rich coffee over it. Sounds weird, but it tastes like heaven in a cup. Ludwig instantly decided that this was his new favorite. And then the views hit. Endless coastline, cliffs, golden beaches, so many trees, water stretching out forever. The whole sky was turning pink, every curve of the train revealing another postcard view. It was so beautiful I could actually cry, and I did. This is why I love train travel. It makes you feel tiny and so lucky and completely alive all at once. And I'm just so happy. And I take every single day doing this as a job, not for granted one bit. Did that make sense? I take every day. No, how do I say that? I have so much gratitude every single day. Thanks for watching. Oh, wait, the show's not over yet though. I was just having a moment. After I'd gathered my emotions and had a few deep breaths, and maybe 1 or 2 tissues later, it was dinner time. Tonight's menu was elite. First up, tortilla with truffle mayo. Totally random, but so delicious. Second, grilled king oyster mushroom with romesco sauce. Fancy. Third, a plant-based steak with this creamy sauce. And honestly, probably our favorite main of the trip. Char grilled, perfectly smoky, with the teeniest little scoop of mashed potato and a few asparagus stalks trying their best to be elegant. We were obsessed. Meanwhile, I very politely asked for chocolate ice cream, and they immediately made it happen. We're back on another mode of transport. This time, it's a Jeep. Day 5, and I think I've officially lost count of how many ways we've traveled this week. Big, open, loud, slightly chaotic, and I loved every second of it. I thought the rickshaw yesterday was unbeatable, but this might have topped it. Nah, I can't decide anymore. Every day it's a new transport crush. Our first stop, All Lac Wood Art, a traditional workshop where master artists carve and paint these insanely detailed wooden designs, the kind of stuff that makes you think, so that's what patience looks like. We're just looking around and we've walked into another room, and this is sort of the younger generation's version. And it just so happens that this guy who does all of the carvings, he carves kind of like cartoon characters and things, but he also just casually has 1 million subscribers on YouTube. We'll have one of these on our shelves very shortly.
One of those on our shelves very shortly.
We're about to do some wood carvings of our own, and Ludwig really wants to keep up his trend of creating chicken artwork.
I asked for a cat. They didn't have a cat. So I carved some sort of fruit. Not sure which fruit, but it's definitely fruity. Ludwig, on the other hand, he was in his element. Today, he carved a rooster. The man has a brand now, and apparently he's good at it. Like, weirdly good. He even started to talk to the owner about coming back next year for a good multi-day wood carving retreat. So if that happens, he'll be carving while I'm in a corner with my coffee and laptop pretending to be productive.
Hey Mum out there in New Zealand, this is for you for Christmas.
Good.
Can I do it again?
Yeah.
After that, it was back into the Jeeps for another ride. This time, all the way to Hoi An. And honestly, this was one of my favorite parts of the trip so far. Just sitting there, wind in my hair, silence except for the engine, just watching the whole world go by. There were cows, dogs, scooters, tiny markets, and the most colourful, tall, skinny houses. Everything here feels so alive. It's like a sensory overload, but in the best way. Oh, and here's something random we learned today. You know those tall, skinny houses I mentioned? Really tall and really ridiculously skinny? Turns out, here in Vietnam, they're taxed on width, not height or depth. So everyone just kind of builds upwards, which totally explains why these houses look like colourful Jenga towers. Smart and slightly terrifying.
Thank you for the ride. Thank you. Oh, that was absolutely awesome. I did not want to hop off the Jeep. We were just sitting there watching all of the chaos on the streets. One of the coolest ways to travel around. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Oh, I'll never get tired of a nice ice cold towel on my neck. Oh, we have now arrived at a lovely lunch spot. And then I do believe we actually get a bunch of free time this afternoon. A couple of hours to wander around on our own. Let's see how Ludwig enjoyed his Jeep tour.
Phenomenal.
And you know what? Now we have a welcome drink. Lemon juice?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
Glorious. Wow. Cheers to a fantastic day. Wow. And then you come here and it's like tranquility at the finest level.
Yeah.
I'm loving the colouring at this restaurant.
Next stop, another beautiful restaurant for lunch. At this point, I'm convinced that family style is Vietnam's national language. Us four vegetarians tended to sit together in our own little corner of tofu heaven, while everyone else dug into the meaty stuff. I guess it was just easier for them to serve it that way. We both had smoothies. I went for passion fruit and mango, while Ludwig went for this mysterious coconut pineapple mocktail something or other that was apparently divine. The food? Unreal. Ladyfingers, which back home I think are biscuits, but here apparently they're a green vegetable situation. Chunky tofu, bright noodle salads, lime, chili, peanuts. It was heaven. We've decided that this trip is basically a wellness retreat disguised as a luxury trade, minus the cocktails, but those are clearly for your mental health. Honestly, we've never eaten this healthy for this long in our lives, which it sounds kind of tragic, but it's true, it's true. From lunch, we headed straight into a lantern making class.
Ludwig's absolute dream come true. He's been non-stop talking about making a lantern since we met. So glad I can finally bring this dream to life. Well, I didn't really bring this dream to life. Joelle brought this dream to life. And we're going to see what Ludwig's all about.
The room looked like someone had bottled up pure happiness. Lanterns in every colour, hanging from the ceiling and the walls, soft glowing light everywhere. It was ridiculously pretty. We each got our own little station with fabric and frames, and Ludwig, of course, took it way too seriously. He's just a craftsman, isn't he? He's officially deep in his Vietnam arts and crafts era. First wood carving and then rooster painting and now lantern making. I'm starting to think I should pitch him a rebrand. Ludwig and sometimes carves. No, we can't do that.
Ludwig, how are you finding this process?
Very tricky. I suck at it. I was better at the woodwork. Yeah, that's ugly.
But then, what was even cooler is we got to wander the heart of Hoi An. This place instantly became one of my absolute favorites.
By the way, I learned that here in Vietnam, they love karaoke. They could do it from morning till night and just never, ever get tired of it. Apparently, it's like a huge deal here. And we just walked past a man sitting at the dining table with his family, just casually doing some karaoke with a microphone. And they're all just sitting there quietly having their meal. I love that. Yeah, by the way, this is Ha.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Hoi An. Yeah.
Yes, this is a cool place and it's known as the Lantern City. So here we are at the Japanese bridge, and this is apparently what you'll see pictured on the 20,000 Japanese dong. Sorry, Vietnamese dong.
We strolled past the ancient Japanese covered bridge, browsed the markets overflowing with silks and spices, and found a cozy cafe where Ludwig finally tried coconut coffee. He's officially completed his Vietnam coffee collection: salt, egg, and now coconut. Achievement unlocked.
massage. Wow, that's exactly what I needed and craved.
Between the colourful houses and Pilates studios and all of the massage signs, Hoi An just has this perfect mix of culture and really chilled vibes. It's modern but very magical, and honestly I could have stayed here for a lot longer. This is definitely on our revisit list.
Well, that is the end of
Day 5.
End of day 5. And thus far, we haven't actually heard much about what Ludwig thinks of this extremely luxury train experience.
Thoroughly flabbergasted.
So I think it's time we ask him just a few more questions. Ludwig, how's the experience?
It's fantastic.
How are you finding the fact that someone holds the umbrella for you, stepping just a few meters outside a building to get to the bus?
Fancy.
And how are you finding it that every time we are welcomed back onto the train with smiling faces, a tray of cold towelettes, and a welcome drink, a different one each night handed to you?
Exceptional.
And Ludwig,
Yes?
I've ran out of things to ask you, but is there any more words that you would like to contribute to this fine video?
Epic.
Dinner time. As soon as the train begins to move, my eyes do this. I want to go to bed immediately. So today I got the signature cocktail, and they seem to be getting a little less extravagant. It's still beautiful, but it didn't come in a glass moss-covered box this time.
Today is apparently a visit to a church, a Gothic church, and then lunch at a 5-star resort.
Yes.
Ooh. I will say as well, everything is so incredibly on time. Like when they say we're leaving at 8:30 the next morning, we're leaving at 8:30 the next morning and the bus is here waiting for us to transfer us. Like nothing is late. So on time.
Warmly welcome to my city. May I introduce myself, my name is Hoi.
The next day, we travelled to a place called Phu Yen, and once again, a new guide. I swear, these guides are just too lovely. Every single day, we meet someone who's so full of warmth and joy and passion that I honestly can't cope. They're adorable. Our first stop of the day was the Mang Lang Church, which is one of the oldest Catholic churches in Vietnam. 30% of the population here are Catholic, and the rest mostly Buddhist. The mix of faith and philosophies feels really balanced. Everyone talks about karma, family, and doing good things for others.
No. Numb? Huh?
I'm numb.
You're numb?
Yeah.
Well, there's some urinals in there.
You're new.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm apparently new.
40 cents a dollar.
It's $10,000,
To the locals.
which is like 40 cents US.
Sunday, it's only 10,000.
Oh, that frost coming off.
Just 40 cents. It's sweet.
Yum.
From the king.
Very sweet, but not too sweet.
Yeah.
Very similar to
good.
coconut water, but not coconutty. That's so refreshing.
It's mango. Yeah. It's orange. It's rambutan, lychee. Yeah. This busman. This is a guava. Very fresh one from a local.
This is what I sculpted at the wood carvings yesterday. Can you see the resemblance? It's really fun to explore just local, everyday stuff. That's our favourite part. Even just driving around the towns.
Next up, another fancy 5-star resort. Apparently, this area is really up and coming, which explains why it was surprisingly quiet. It's probably not that well known yet. There are so many big, huge hotels and resorts being built, kind of like luxury's best kept secret. We could come back next year and it could be completely the opposite. This was our stop for lunch, and oh my goodness, it was so nice. Big palm trees, a massive pool, and the kind of calm music that makes you instantly forget what day it is.
Wow, to stay at this really nice 5-star hotel, it's only about $50 to $60
This is the
US per night.
vegetarian table right here.
Right.
Per usual.
Yes.
We have a little vegetarian table here. The food was once again next level healthy. Tofu, mushrooms, eggplant, soups, piles of fruit and really good coffee. Today they even built in some free time, which was genius. Here we spend the afternoon lounging. We're gonna have some lunch. Had some coffee. Ludwig's had his salted coffee that he's now obsessed with. After lunch, we have a couple of options here. We can hop in this pool right behind me. There's a couple of different pools around here actually. We have the gym, we can do a workout, or we could have a massage, foot, back, or a head wash. I think you guys already know what we're gonna do. It's been too many days without a workout and I'm so excited to pump those muscles. Hey Ludwig, are you gonna do some squats?
No.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do some pigeon jumps.
What are those? Show me again.
That's secret.
Show me. That afternoon, we got back on board for some proper downtime. We wandered to the dining car and embarked on a little cocktail adventure. Ludwig went for a Vietnamese iced coffee with condensed milk, his new true love, and I ordered an espresso martini. Then came the mystery snack box. They just appear with this tiny treasure chest full of bite-sized things you can't really identify. Instead of asking, we made it a guessing game. Turns out, we found out later that they were actually small canapes inspired by the local street vendors from central Vietnam, since we were right in the middle of the country now. So that makes a lot of sense. Great presentation and solid no idea what's going on, but I love it for taste. Also, side note, this is when I realized I've been massively bitten on the forehead by some kind of a bug. Nice. The evening has come upon us, and right now it is time for the signature cocktail of the day. Today I'm trying one called Gandadia. It's ginger beer, lime juice, and honey syrup. Ludwig doesn't drink alcohol. He's got his virgin pina colada.
This is better.
And yes, tonight is vodka. I usually don't even like vodka either, but it's a lot of ginger beer and honey syrup going on, which is fantastic. Sir, how is your pina colada?
It's beautiful.
Great.
Today we've got a vegan spring roll.
Delicious.
Sorry, I prematurely held the mic up then.
It's still delicious.
That peanut sauce is so good. It tastes really peanut buttery. Wow. As much as this journey is about the scenery, it's equally as much about the food and the drink. I can't decide if I want my hair up in a clip or down, so that's why I keep looking different in every scene.
I have the same issue every day.
Our second course is a beetroot salad with avocado, feta cheese, grapefruit, burnt orange, and passion fruit dressing. Let's give this a go.
That avocado is the definition of perfectly ripe avocado.
I feel like I'm on a wellness retreat the last week. This is hands down the healthiest I've ever eaten for a week straight. The main has arrived, and tonight we are enjoying a burnt avocado bowl with charred avocado and seasonal greens and grains. It reminds me of like a big flat sushi, and Ludwig's gonna dig right in.
Outstanding.
Dessert this evening. Oh, it's very, very simple. Lava cake and gelato. That is exactly what I like. Oh, wow. Is it good? Oh, this is so delicious. And it's the tiniest, cutest portion I've ever seen. The good news is as well, if there's something that you really love, you seem to just be able to ask for seconds, kind of do whatever you like, really.
Ooh, we've walked back into the room and there are some very special looking gift boxes here on our bed waiting for us. We're not going to open it now because it's bedtime. I mean, it's about 8:30 p.m. and it's definitely too late
to be doing any kind of shenanigans.
Should we do a sneak peek?
Okay, do it.
Just a corner.
Okay, do it.
Okay, it's definitely something to wear.
Okay.
It's definitely not edible. And it looks pretty fancy.
And afterwards, we decided to switch things up with a little evening spa night. Ludwig, he occasionally agrees to do a face mask night if I promise a head massage at the same time. So yes, I convinced him on the train. I used my favourite Antipods Gold face mask. It smells absolutely divine. It's all natural, and yes, I do have a fancy affiliate link in the bio. By the end of it, Ludwig was absolutely glowing, whether from relaxation or resignation, who's to say?
It's like the Blue Lagoon all over again. Stingy clay on my face. It burns. It stings my eyebrow though, it's itchy.
Day 7, and we're heading to Phan Thiet. First things first, the bus. It was, how do I put this? Extremely Pikachu-y. There were soft toys everywhere. Hello Kitties, bears, little plushies dangling from every handle. Yeah, it was like stepping into a mobile claw machine. Our poor guide had one hanging right above his head the whole ride. It was basically a part of his outfit. Our first stop was a local school. Tiny classrooms, pastel walls, and a warm welcome. We got to have a little peek inside some of the old schoolhouses and learn a bit about how schooling works here. My favourite random fact of the day is these long wooden benches here, they're actually nap benches. Apparently 3 or 4 kids just kind of stretch out here after lunch for a quick nap.
It sounded like it was about a 15 to 30 minute nap when they have their hour and a half long break. So they have lunch and then have a nap.
We also learned a few fun local facts. The population here is around 300,000. Dragon fruit is the pride and joy of the region. Our guide mentioned it at least 20 times. And there are roughly 45 million motorbikes in Vietnam. That's almost one for every household. Apparently they use them for everything here. Grocery runs, school drop-offs, you name it. He also mentioned that, once again, fuel is about $1 per litre, and he said it was really cheap. Again, coming from the US just last month, Ludwig and I looked at each other like, actually that's pretty much the same. Before COVID, this area used to be buzzing with tourists from all over Europe. Sweden, Norway, England, but now it's still slowly recovering. Most visitors these days are from Russia or Korea. You can really feel the quietness, but there's something really peaceful about that too. Our next stop, the Fish Sauce Museum. I know, what a day. It was actually way cooler than we expected. Maybe just not as great smelling as I'd hoped. Very informative, very fragrant.
I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd find myself here on a Tuesday afternoon. Our tour guide today said that Vietnamese, if they go on holiday, they take a couple of things with them, guaranteed every time, whether it's for 2 days, 3 days, a week. They take their fish sauce, they take their noodles, and they take their own chili with them because they don't want to part with it when they go on their holiday. So now we get a chance to actually try the fish sauce itself. We just learned that obviously Vietnamese culture, they use it for cooking and as a sauce. But apparently the fishermen actually use it to drink. When they're out working as fishermen, their bodies get very cold and the fish sauce helps them to warm up. Let's give it a go.
The fish and the shrimp.
Fish and a shrimp sauce.
Yeah, this one common 1 year, this one common 2 year.
Woo. Whoa. Oh, that's so yummy though.
Yeah.
Oh, yum, but very, very strong. Oh, wow, yes. I much prefer that one. Would you like a try, Ludwig?
Not really, but I will.
How many tons of fish can hold in this barrel?
2.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Good at measuring things.
This holds 2 tons of fish.
Welcome to the ocean room. How many bottles of fish oil are you going to buy, Chloe?
Fish sauce, honey. Get with it.
Fish sauce. Sorry, fish sauce.
Thinking about 50. Give one to everybody I know for Christmas.
Good choice. Good choice. I was thinking more like none, because it was very spicy.
A few people even bought some bottles to take home. I considered it for a sec and then decided no. My suitcase and my future self said no. Both said no.
Fish Sauce Museum tick. We're now at another local market and we've got half an hour to sort of have a little gander. We've got lots of hats, lots of snacks and fruits and gadgets. I tell you though, this is extremely hot in this market, and these guys probably stand at these stalls for like, what, 8 hours? Oh wow, a lot of meat in this heat. Whoa, I tell you though, this smell in here is so strong. Well, someone's literally cutting a fish right now. Hey, honey, how are you finding the smell here?
Strong.
Oh, Lydia, I see a dog. Hello. Wow. It's very interesting learning about life here in Vietnam. They work extremely hard. We learned that the women mainly grab a basket in the morning and pack it full of fresh fruit, all sorts of crops and things, and then they'll set up their stall at the market and sell as much as they can until about 12 noon. And then they would go home and cook for their family for lunch. Long hours, hot weather, lots of heavy lifting, lots of chopping up stuff all day. A lot of beautiful fresh fruit though. It's very colourful and very lovely, very aesthetically pleasing for the eyeballs.
From there, we went to yet another beachfront resort, and this one was buzzing. Easily the most popular that we've visited yet. The vibe was lively. There were more tourists around and the whole place felt really holiday mode activated, you know? Lunch was another healthy feast of tofu and eggplant and soups and noodles. Basically the entire vegetable kingdom invited to the party. And then it finally happened. Durian, the myth, the legend, the fruit we'd heard so many rumors about. This time in ice cream form. A cheerful yellow scoop of confusion. How do I even describe that taste? Sweet and oniony? Perfume meets petrol? I don't know. It was the weirdest thing I've ever tasted, and I immediately had to go in for another bite just to confirm it was as weird as I thought. But now at least I can say I've officially tried durian once, and that's probably enough. That evening we boarded the train again, complete with our signature fresh, cold towelette and welcome drink. I swear, I'm going to miss this so much.
And I have you guys know, it's room tour time.
This is without a doubt the biggest train room we have ever stayed in. It is massive. I'm pretty sure every other train I've been in has been in a bunk bed. So this is very, very unique and a very special experience for both of us. This rocks us to sleep like a baby. It's absolutely ridiculously comfy and definitely the most comfortable train bed we've ever slept in, ever. So yeah, this is what we've got going on there. And then over here, we've got a little lamp. We've got the temperature control. Also in here, we've got a little drawer. And inside the drawer, a couple of eye masks and a couple of pairs of earplugs, which is really nice. And then under that is another little mini cupboard down there. Let's scooch over to the dining room, I guess. We've got two big, huge windows in our room, and we've got curtains that completely pull across, and they're pretty dark. When it's super light in the morning, you don't really have any light coming into your room, so they're very effective. And then over here, I love this little area. This has been my little work zone when we've not been too busy. What's really nice about this room is you can kind of get rid of a lot of your luggage. I've popped my small carry-on suitcase just under this chair here. We've popped most of our shoes under this chair, but what's really nice is underneath the bed, there is a little drawer that completely pulls out, and we've popped our big suitcases in there, a couple of pairs of shoes, our backpacks live in there. Speaking of storage, there is also this lovely big closet here. Push it like that to open, and we have hung up a bunch of stuff. There's some nuts there. We've also got a few ponchos. We've got a safe down there somewhere as well, and some slippers. And then we do have a tiny bit of space up here above the wardrobe as well, and that's where we've put our lovely hats, and our laundry is kind of stored up there as well. If you turn this way, you'll see immediately there's a full-length mirror. How great is that? Absolutely wonderful. And if I direct your eyes just above, you'll see that this is indeed the toilet. Let's go and take a look. Oh, and warning, it's a pretty nice train toilet. Here it is in all its glory. This bathroom is absolutely beautiful. I love the dark green. Is it emerald? All of the details are all gold color. We've also got a long full-length mirror inside the door as well as hooks. I really like this sink. It's so awesome. It's like a big, huge, deep bowl. Underneath the sink, we've got, again, more shelf space. And then up in here, we've got a whole lot more shelf space. Another really thoughtful touch is in paper packaging, which I love. They prepare things like a vanity kit. We've got shaving kit, which comes with shaving cream and a razor. So thoughtful. Got a comb, cotton buds. There's also another one with toothpaste and toothbrush, so no matter what you've forgotten, you can almost guarantee it's going to be here for you. On that topic, they've also got in the shower gel, shampoo, and they've even given us body butter. I really, really, really like the shower door design. Look at this, it just slides and it doesn't get in any way, it doesn't get in your way. And then it slides open. How cool is that? And then the shower itself is absolutely gigantic. This is bigger than some hotel room showers. Pretty cool. You can definitely fit 2 adults in here. Tonight is our farewell dinner, and we're not having dinner on the train. We're actually going to a tower. We're going to get the opportunity to meet our chef who has been preparing all of our beautiful vegetarian food. And this is also where we're going to rip open this secret gift right here. We opened our boxes. It's a traditional Vietnamese outfit. These are beautiful. Now you guys tell us, are we looking extremely Vietnamese right now? So I got this lovely dress top, and they also gave me beautiful silky pants underneath here. They are extremely comfortable. Yeah, it's like this top / dress with slits up the side. And these are our beautiful hats we got given on day 1. I love them. You can tighten this as well to fit your head. I'm so excited about wearing this. This is so cool. Okay, dinner time. We're going out to a tower. So I just found out that this outfit is actually called Ao Dai. It's not so common for men to wear it these days, more so females. And this evening we're going to be greeted with quite the welcome. A lot of music, a lot of locals dressed up in their Ao Dai. I'm very excited.
That evening, we had the historic farewell feast. As the sun began to dip, we arrived at the ancient Bashino Tower. This beautiful Cham-era structure that looked like something straight out of an Indiana Jones film. It made for the most unreal dinner backdrop. On the bus ride over, we had the same guide from earlier. Still wearing a soft toy on his head. He's committed to the bit at this point. Me and Ludwig just couldn't stop laughing. It's always the small things that make us absolutely lose it. So now we can take the scarf off our head and we can place it around our shoulders.
So honored to welcome you to the Cham Cultural Show.
Tonight we were dining outdoors under the stars, and the setup completely blew us away. Candles, music, performances, everything. There was a woman making pottery the traditional way. No wheel, no motor, just her spinning the clay itself. Faster than I thought humanly possible. In the couple of hours we were there, she must have made at least 5 big bowls. Really iconic.
Here at the tower, they've got like all of these little stations dotted around outside. Ludwig is currently sitting down with some of the locals, learning how to make a local cake.
I've made a ginger cake tray. Whoa.
for something that sort of not resembles anything to what the lady made, and then she fixed mine.
What are you making there, Mukti?
I haven't quite figured it out yet.
Looks kind of like a sun.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're going with that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1. Cheers!
Cheers!
So let's get unforgettable tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers!
I'm certain this is mine.
That's awesome.
I'm certain. Is it yummy?
It needs
Oh, no.
flavor.
That tastes like nothing.
Oh, okay. Then came the music and dancing. We absolutely joined in. You can't have dinner at the Pacino Tower watching everyone dance and not join in, particularly the pottery dance. I found the pottery dance in particular quite difficult though. Dinner was another gorgeous 4-course feast. I'll be honest, by this point I was quietly dreaming of pizza and cheese, but the food was still incredible. And then, such a cool moment. We finally met the secret hero behind all of the amazing plant-based meals we'd been raving about all week long. The chefs came out, everyone clapped, and it was just wholesome. It was a perfect way to wrap up the trip. Music, laughter, and somehow I even convinced a bunch of our fellow passengers and crew to do the happy dance with me.
That's nice. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh, wow. We got a little SJourney travel passport. How cute is that?
But we got little stamps and all the places
Oh,
we've gone.
no
as well.
way.
Yeah. We've got every place we've stopped, they've stamped it.
The final morning, we slowly rolled our way into Ho Chi Minh City. The last stop on this 8-day adventure. We just kind of sat there in bed for a while, watching the world go by. It was peaceful and kind of emotional. I'm really gonna miss this.
What is my husband wearing this morning?
Breakfast clothing.
We had one last breakfast on board. I made sure to go out with a bang. I may or may not have talked my lovely server Turtle into giving me 3 additional croissants. They were that good. Honestly, I might miss those croissants more than most things in life.
Gonna miss it.
Aww.
Well, that was just awesome. We made 2 really, really, really lovely friends, Sunny and Mukti. They're from Oregon, US, and they were just lovely. I think we'll try and meet up with them again one day.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
It was so good to meet you. Oh, sorry, I'm whacking you in my hat.
I will be sending all the information via WhatsApp there. Thank you. If you visit
What the heck did I book?
Ludwig, look at what our balcony looks like.
It's huge.
What?
What is this place? And why do we only have one night here?
Right? I booked this so long ago, I completely forgot that I booked it, and we stuck to a pretty strict, cheap budget with hotels, and this is, I think, the same price as what we spent on our hotel in Hanoi, and it's not even comparable. This is like living like royalty. It's huge. We have a gigantic kitchen, we have laundry, we have a balcony that's like half the size of the actual apartment, and look at this bathroom. Like, the bathtub and shower is in its own like little room. What? Yes, if you want to know the name of this hotel, Sherwood Suites in Ho Chi Minh. Highly, highly, highly recommend this hotel.
So cool and so affordable. This has easily been the longest and most incredible train journey of our lives. Not because of the places we've seen, but because of the people, the food, the stories, just everything. Traveling the full length of Vietnam like this has been one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences that I'll be replaying in my head for a long time. And this is only the beginning. This was episode 1 of our brand new Luxury Trains Around the World series, and we've got so many more epic journeys ahead. Think jaw-dropping scenery, unbelievable train routes, and maybe a few awkward dance moments along the way. So if you love trains, scenery, and snacks as much as we do, make sure you subscribe, because this is just the start. We'll see you next week for the next luxury train adventure.